According to numerous reports and stories that have been published over the years, among the many secrets alleged that the Vatican has, there is a device called the Chronovisor. The device allows the user to see past and future events. Many believe that this device is one of the biggest kept secrets that mankind has ever had. Some even believe it is a crucial tool that has allowed the Vatican to preserve their influence and power over the years. Since H.G. Wells wrote his novel The Time Machine, many people have been fascinated by the idea of time travel. Even theoretical physics dreams of the possibility of someday work. Everything about the time travel today is related to science fiction, or at least so it seems. Interestingly, the May 2, 1972, an Italian newspaper shocked the world when they published an article with a provocative headline, "A machine that last photograph has finally been invented." The news article said that dozens of scientists created a device that allowed them to photograph the past, and even important historical accounts attest directly related to Jesus Christ. The alleged device, which according to many is nothing more than science fiction, was built in the 1950s by a team of scientists led by Father Pellegrino Maria Ernetti, an Italian physicist who eventually became a priest. The fascinating story of the man who remembered the future is believed that the team received major support from Nobel laureate Enrico Fermi and the famous rocket scientist Wernher von Braun. The Chronovisor is a relatively small object that is equipped with a number of antennas and is composed entirely of precious metal alloys, cathode tubes, some dials and levers. Father Ernetti reports suggest that anyone using the device is able to capture and record specific locations, and follow important events in the history notables. According to Father Ernetti, he had observed, among other historical events, the crucifixion of Christ and had also photographed. The left image was obtained using the Chronovisor. On the right is a similar image at a church in Perugia. It is even said that in perfect conditions, the device offers its user the ability to predict what would happen in the near future. However, the Father Ernetti remained reserved and stated that he was not free to reveal more details about the Chronovisor. Father Ernetti however revealed that the Chronovisor worked, processing the residual electromagnetic radiation remain numerous processes. According to numerous reports, the Father Ernetti used the Chronovisor to witness important historical events, most notably the crucifixion of Christ. However, the Father Ernetti revealed that thanks to this invention had managed to witness the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, and other important historical events as the foundation of Rome in 753 BC. And thanks to Chronovisor, Father Ernetti could recompose the missing work Thyestes written by Ennio Quinto and represented in Rome in 169 BC in its original version, and the original text of the two stone tablets inscribed by God, Exodus 24:12, which they were given to Moses on Mount Sinai. Apart from witness people like Napoleon, the Roman philosopher Cicero and other large and significant historical and biblical episodes. The French priest François-Charles Antoine Brune was one of the first to hear the Chronovisor. According to Father François, he met the Father Ernetti in the 60s when they traveled down the Grand Canal of Venice. As the two were experts in ancient languages, they started talking about the Bible and its interpretation through the years. Supposedly, these are the plane's Chronovisor. Father Brune was very intrigued when the Father Ernetti revealed that there was a machine that could answer all the questions related to the Bible. When Father François asked for the machine, Father Ernetti described the Chronovisor, saying it was a device that worked as a TV, but instead of receiving transmissions of local stations, the Chronovisor could tune the past and allow the viewer view and hear events that had occurred centuries before. Ernetti told Brune that the machine worked by detecting images and sounds that humanity had created and were floating in space. It is said that this intriguing device and the project behind him were cancelled by the Vatican but not destroyed. Some believe the Chronovisor is somewhere in the Vatican, hidden in one of the many cameras, hidden from society. However, there are other versions suggest that the Father Ernetti and his team decided to voluntarily remove the device because, since they could tune anywhere and at any time in the past, if it fell into the wrong hands could create the most horrific dictatorship that world has ever seen. Interestingly, before the father died Ernetti in April 1994, he wrote a letter in which he insisted that the artifact was real and it was not a hoax as many believed. Father Ernetti said the alleged photograph the Chronovisor had captured Jesus Christ on the cross, showing the sad face of a bearded man looking skyward was real, although some critics argue that the picture was a reproduction of a statue of Jesus in a church in Perugia. Critics also claim that the alleged text that the device was able to observe Thyestes included Latin words that did not exist at the time it was made. In 1994, the Father Ernetti also said that Pope Pius XII forbade us to disclose any detail about this device because the machine was very dangerous. It can contain the freedom of man. However, 1988, the Vatican issued a decree in which he warned that anyone using an instrument with such characteristics would be excommunicated. According to many, this was an unnecessary warning as they say the Chronovisor never existed. So why issue a warning if it was just another hoax?